Hey team, welcome back to Starcom. Last time about, I had taught them their snakes a lesson, and we started, or we helped the revolution. And now we're just going to go ahead and park it up and see what the what is about. More resources can't hurt. I'm waiting for Ensign Rhea to provide clarification on one of the Atlas's log entries, so I have a moment for a question. How do our universal translators work? Surprisingly well. Boom, back to work. My lab assistant told me that that was a funny answer to the question. I'll take her word for that. This is more of a xenoculture question, which is not my area of expertise, but the general principle is that a neural linguistic hermeneutic decoder remaps symbolic meanings from holistic context. That was a sentence that meant a bunch of nothing. Often, it must make arbitrary reassignments, particularly with proper nouns. It deforms symbols to a cultural proxy with a goal of suggestiveness combined with uniqueness. Atlas's systems seem to have a preference for Earth's mythology. I wonder why. I wonder why the ship named Atlas has a preference for mythology. I don't know if that's like a unique syntax that they used. That it said, oh, they named their ship this, put this sentence in. But if they did, awesome. If they didn't, what a coincidence. If you have nothing more urgent, I need to return to my work. We've discovered another of those polygonal artifacts. Do I get another reprieve from condescension? If you've seen one massive alien artifact emitting novel high-energy particles that don't interact with baryonic matter, you've seen them all. Well, that's not quite true, but we learned less from this one than the first. Alright, so that's all good. What are we looking at? Researchy bits of 900. Let's see. Don't care about the nanite stuff. Field capacitance. Be good if I had the actual, Be good if I actually had the shields to do that, huh? Allows an alternative firing mode. I like the blue lasers, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure they're more powerful, but I don't give a shit. Don't need any of that. That's done. Don't need plasma guns. Definitely don't need chrome plating. Shit, besides sizing, we're done. Let me work. Wish you could reload it up. Yeah, I wish you could reload it up after creating it. It's annoying. Alright, let me work here. When I have the materials, I have the design for the time being. Until then, sadly we gotta revert. And off we go for more adventuring. I guess what we could do here is we could pop on over and finish this side out. I could alternatively start blasting. Oh yeah, there was that thing down south that the portal had led me off to. I forgot about that. I get a chair light from a case, that's fine by me, man. And then iridium? Shit. Now to start blasting up all these cases. You're gonna miss that much. Come on now. That was actually not too bad. Yeah, we did start this, so I'm curious where this flinger leads. And there's more dangerous, there's more dangerous prey down there. Let's go towards the giant sun. This unstable late-stage red giant is radiating more energy than expected due to an increase in its triple alpha processes. I'll pretend I know what that means. Oh, hi. Advanced relay. A relay component made of titanium composite. This fabricated component has some common features with the Red Raiders we've encountered before, but incorporates design improvements. A 3-meter pillar-like object protrudes from the ground. Scanners had difficulty locating it. If there were any other artificial structures on the planet, they might have missed it. Based on the surrounding rock, Ensign Pierrick's guess it was mostly buried on impact years ago and has gradually been exposed by weather. Okay. Got us some kind of asteroid field doodad and a adorable station here. The hell are you? Harder to spot these black on black shenanigans. The remnant derelict is composed of an unknown, nigh indestructible material. What could have destroyed it? That is the question now, isn't it? What destroys the indestructible? Survey team winds their way through the twisty, broken wreckage. Their tools are unable to cut through the material of unable to cut through most of the vessel, and the parts they can cut quickly heal themselves. Ensign Gleese wonders to no one in particular what could have destroyed it. Along their route, they find resources that can be accessed. Eventually they find an opening to what is presumably the bridge. The layout is hard to understand, but there appears to be what could be a captain's chair for a humanoid, located directly above another station. The translator interprets symbols between them as Telonian pilot interface. A second station is shaped like a gigantic throne, with numerous power and data connections. There's a reference to one of the fallen empire's records of kings riding on the heads of brass giants who steered invincible chariots. Yeah, pretend that means something, right? Some iridium from these things, though, so that's good. I do like me some iridium. Hell? Oh shit, took a beating. Scans show a few of these debris elements are composed of a material that repairs its own structure when damaged. Some xenium and some abstract shapes. Don't get too close, kind of hurt myself on that. One thing I do like about the fixed guns, the tracers tell you if you miss something. If nothing else. Alright, let's take our... Wait, after analyzing that self-healing material we found in the remnant derelict debris, I figured out how we might research a simpler version to improve repairs. Oh, look at him. He's adorable. Well, he thought he was people's. Clicked out of the game for a second there. So where the hell did the music go? You know what, screw it. We'll see if the Citadel has reformed itself, because if it has, we'll try to strip the fighters off of it. And if it hasn't, meh, oh well. What can you do, right? Lots of titanium there. Closing in our titanium goal, at least. A brass pillar-shaped object with irregular angled protrusions made of resilient brass-colored metal. None of our equipment can penetrate the object, at least not without risking catastrophic damage. It has several connection points, suggesting it's part of a larger mechanism or structure. Alright. Back up there then. Some familiar remnant elements combined to an unknown purpose. High-energy particle modulator. This remnant tech is so advanced it's difficult to understand its purpose. Fair enough. An old freighter sits in a former lava plain. Technologically, the ship is unremarkable, using a slow reaction drive. The one distinctive and interesting feature is that it has been retrofitted with an unusual control system that Ensign Reyes speculates is an interface allowing a single pilot to control all systems via contact-free neural link. The only way to verify the hypothesis, however, would be to actually enter the apparatus and power the systems, which has obvious risks. Do I do it or do I wait? Before we go doing brain mind nogginy stuff, let's make sure they get some boosts in their levels. What do we got? 4 more until they can get a level up, and then we can do it. Seems legit. A martyr, you say? I say, how apt. Your naming convention was dead on. Get it? Dead on. I'm the punny guy now. I want another citadel. That's what I want. Or another one of those ancient-ass orbiters. After an extensive search, nothing is found. Eventually, Ensign Gleese discovers the anomaly is not on the planet's surface, but in the way the ship's scanner stores data. Due to a failure to calibrate our memory crystals for the physical constant difference in this universe, our scanner failed to completely clear previous anomaly detection. Hunting them ghost signals, huh? Several areas of this planet are pockmarked with large craters. They are too localized to be natural, but lack the radiation signature of nuclear or antimatter weaponry. Looks like a mass driver attack. It's rarely used in warfare, because if the attacker can maneuver asteroids into orbit, they must have undisputed space superiority. Therefore, no need to resort to such destructive tactics. I mean, fair, it's true. If you control the orbit of a planet, you're pretty set. Or space superiority, whatever. If you're talking on that scale of warfare. Good news, everyone. Good news, everybody! Remember the berries that looked just like other berries? Although I've applied their mimicry to solve the Selena's coffee shortage. I called it. I withdraw my previous remarks about the berries. Yeah, damn right you do. I was like, I wonder what it could mimic. Strawberries, blueberries, coffee beans. I didn't think it was going to be coffee beans because, you know, coffee bean. But it does come from a plant, so, you know, there's that. An old but otherwise fully intact lander sits amidst a boulder field. After a cautious approach, Ensign Lee concludes that it doesn't appear to be a trap. While there are no signs of the crew, the pilot log offers some clues. Rough terrain, we will proceed north on foot to the devout meeting location. Even if Azil tries to renegotiate, half the promised bounty for the chariot will set us up nicely. We have scrupulously adhered to all their conditions of secrecy, so he will have no cause to short us on that account. The search to the north eventually finds a dozen shallow graves. Presuming this to be the absent crew, the team salvages the lander for resources, and that's why you don't go to secret cult meetings. Hey look, an elite destroyer, an elite deliverance, and an elite frigate. Alright, how you guys doing? You wanna come play? You want to come play with me? It's a lot of assholes. Bringing out the big boys, huh? Oh shit, and they got interceptors with them? The hell is this? Oh hell no, this isn't good. The hell was that? Oh, we got the fighter power cell too. Shit, okay. This is a real good day then. I need to get in between. I need to put things in between that frigate and me. Alright. Got that taken care of. Keep working them down bit by bit. Frigates are nasty with their damnable missile swarms. Which lends to me probably blowing you up first, you little shit. Fire missiles if you ain't got any launchers, you dick bag. I got a beam reflector too. I'm just getting all the shit, huh? What's up? Why are you running? Well, I definitely don't want to get tagged by laser beams. That seems like a bad idea. And a shield projector. Man, that group just gave me everything. They were like, you know what? We feel bad for you, bro. Here, have this stuff. Fighter power cell provides a limited high-density power supply, ideal for an autonomous attack craft. That's it. We can now research fighter drones. Drones consume aluminum, but attack enemies while we keep a safe distance. Bimetallic object with a mirror attachment. When a current passes through, the mirror reaches perfect reflectivity. Arcadian databank. Monitoring internal communications of the Arcadian Singularity excavation team Shows suspect use of encryption. Send a carries to indict the vessel in question. Shield projector. Projection component of the shield generator module. The device will allow transfer of energy to a shield bubble externally, expanding it to a practical size. Got a whole slew of stuff from that group. Okay, it's a lot of aluminum. This wreck is quite recent. Weathering has yet to erase the fine scoring of plasma blasts, blast marks along its hull, which would explain why no one has yet removed the valuable yttrium and aluminum from the hull. This modest-size outpost has no features remarkable enough to naturally register as an anomaly on the scanners. At the appointed location in an outdoor market, an aquatic alien in a liquid-filled suit is selling what might be food. After Ensign Triton uses the code phrase, they are presented with bowls filled with steaming tentacles and gelatinous spheres. Upon returning to the lander, a sealed container with a databank is found at the bottom of one. Despite Ensign Rey's 99% conviction the food is non-toxic, no one is interested in sampling it. This dish must be very unpopular if ordering it can work as a secret code. So true. This contains some encoded data that is hard to interpret without context. Whatever it is, it was concealed with the routine maintenance data of an experimental devout vessel. And since they leveled up, let's go ahead and plug all these boyos in. Alright, another 40 until they level. How'd I miss that gas giant? The hell? I could hop down there and take care of the derelict, but I kind of want to go back to base. As well. Maybe there's a warp gate over here. It'll be kind. It'll be kind to me. Game, don't be a dick. Or space, don't be a dick. Think there was gonna be, but you know, had to take the chance. A base ship, huh? And some mortars. Oh, a portal. Close. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Thanks, though. That fighter just kamikaze the hell at me? Yeah, I was hoping to get to it before it did that. Oh well. This pyramid has a wide open entrance that leads to a small complex of chambers. Team conducts an exhaustive search but comes up empty-handed. The general tidiness suggests it was left in an orderly manner, unlike the previously visited pyramids. Just after the lander lifts off, Ensign Kepler spots something that didn't register with the anomaly scanner. Felix pilots the lander to a small promontory a few kilometers away from the pyramid, where the team finds a small encampment. It had until recently been well concealed, but erosion has caused its camouflage barrier to collapse. In the camp is a bipedal skeleton in an envirosuit, a compact transmitter, and a small collection of shorthand notes. The skull has 3 ocular openings in a similar configuration to the devout. Could be the same species or a close relative. The notes translate as Rot 9, first report. Evacuation is complete. I've settled into my observation routine, nothing eventful. Rot 17, no report. Perhaps we were wrong. I must not get my hopes up. Day 37, the fanatics arrived on day 23. Their search of the academy took 1.6 days. Detailed search out to 2 kilometers. Flew out over 5. More organized than I expected. Do not confuse fanaticism for madness. They pass nearby, but cover is excellent. I waited 13 days to transmit, even though I know they will not be able to find you. Day 73. Water ran out 3 rotations ago. This will be my last transmission. I hope my meager observations provide you some intelligence. Transmitter is an unusual design, powered by an external source, which still contains some churlite. Can't argue with that. There's a very unusual boundary between 2 gas regions of highly disparate medium-scale Brownian motion. Normal thermodynamic processes should cause the motion to spread between the regions, but has remained confined to the lower region for an unknown reason. There's not much to see, though Ensign Kepler notes that the team has been lucky that so many anomalies have occurred in areas with anything in the visible spectrum at all. My mind just blanked during all, I just erased that last 15 seconds or so. Burst transmitter. This device is capable of transmitting short, highly targeted burst transmissions across great distances. The key we had allows access. Turn on the portal and slurp our way through. Oh, hi. I guess I'll be here now. Where exactly is here? Oh, it's this place. Okay. Alright, RTB. I got some researching and rebuilding to do. Everybody wants to chit-chat today. I'm very interested in this remnant wreck you found. This technology may be the key to reopening the wormhole, besides being of great interest to Starcom. Commander Dulcin told me she suspects that the brass pillar you found may be a fragment related to the wreck. After conferring with the rest of the command staff, I believe finding more objects like this to be a priority. I understand that your biomed officer has solved the Selena's coffee shortage via the application of a survey discovery. This is a positive development. Are you a big coffee drinker? No, its stimulating effects disturb my concentration. But the shortage has caused a noticeable decline in the productivity among my staff. Since it has been alleviated, they've managed to get through some of our data backlog. Ensign Rhea wishes to transfer to my lab. I would approve it. I'll try not to motivate my crew with threats. Smartass. I thought moving to the relative safety of the Selena would be a reward. But you're right. Atlas's need for competent staff is greater than my own. And I have the plot armor, so my ship is clearly the safest about. Dr. Rama has transmitted the findings of her team extracted from their data. Nope, that's all for now. Milton, what you got? Titanium for me? Hell yeah, let's go. We've encountered ships that seem like improved Red Raiders. So it seems. I examined the analysis on the component you recovered. It's the same, but different. It looks like it was manufactured in a similar facility as the factory you discovered, but with more advanced designs. Possibly who or whatever is responsible for these drones is learning how to improve them. This is speculation, but the factory you found is certainly capable of making much more advanced ships. Unless the drone maker has some reason for deliberately making suboptimal drones, the factory was not their own. Or rather, factories plural, since the factory you shut down is still making the alpha version. Thank Rhea for me. Even a small amount of coffee the commissary had was using super stale beans, and synth-calf is an abomination. In an unrelated note, my team has finally finished dismantling the last construction strut on the pylons. This frees up some titanium. Unrelated, you say? Okay, so we have... where are they at? Fighter drones. I'm not a fan of the aluminum cost, but... yeah, that's some heavy research cost going on there. Other weapons. Fighter bay. Oh, that's big. Gold and iridium, huh? Well, shit. Gold and shearlight. Yep, let me do some planning. Alright, we got our design. Fighters are autonomous long-range drones controlled like other secondary weapons. We have a primary locked On launch, they'll focus that. If not, they'll defend the ship. Cool. True Etherine, okay. Color me, yes please. See if there's anything worth grabbing up here real quick. Does not appear to be so. I need like 63 gold. Alternatively, oh yeah, let's talk to the CXTA. Hey, how you doing? We retrieved the devout databank you wanted. Your assistance and discretion are commendable. We will note this in our report. Damn. Damn. Come on. Give me the good man. Give me the secret menu. I know you have it. We would like to trade with you. I gotta sneeze. Okay, so they like to eat platinum. So we take what we can where we can. They love to eat platinum, so we might as well. Alright, Cheerlight done. We need more iridium and more gold. I need some pirate ships to come at me, bro. never say no to more iridium. Yeah, they're expensive on the iridium front. Alright, so if we can wipe out... Very nice. Boom. Alright, RTB and let's go. We can finally get a ship that doesn't look like a block of shenanigans I just jumbled together and said, screw it. I need to get bigger sizes as well. Oh, what's that? The people that I wanted to show up showed up? How convenient. And we're blasted. And they got blasted. Yup. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, baby. I don't even need the fighters. I could just do it with the frickin' fixed guns at this point. And just roll through stomping everything out. With the front blasty boys. Oh, the Guerrier are back. Oh. Well, how convenient. We get to load up this design. And I get to test it out. Had to change up some keys there. Oh, hell yeah. Alright. So it can make 3 fighter squads. I'm gonna chew through aluminum like it's nobody's business at this rate. Holy shit. It'd be nice if they could return and you get the aluminum back. Do you? 813. Wow. Okay, hold up. So each hangar does 3. Hold. So each hangar does 3 squads. You could just... Yeah, buddy. Hold up a sec. I didn't mean to do that. Now I'm all happy to press the button. I want to try something real quick. I'm just super curious. Hey, Whiskey. How you doing? No shot. It'd be kind of nice if they did it close to their ship, though, you know? And so they return. It's slow now just because of the number of fighters, but literally if I put on like 3 or 4 hangars, this field will get cleared in like an instant. Yeah, I could dig this. Flotsam spotted. Jetsam. Flotsam usually shows signs of fragmentation damage from a hull collapse. It's mag sealed. We'll have to blast it open to see what's inside. Where the hell are they going? Pardon me. I can super dig it. I actually really like the little drones, little swarm bots. I think I'm just gonna stuff as many of those as I can onto the ship and just let them go at it. Anyway, I'm going to take a break here. Y'all stay safe out there. Have a good one. We'll be back for more shenanigans in a bit.